Welcome to the final episode of Cooking with Fiona for 2022. This morning we are going to be making caramelized Dulce de Leche crepes. It's a very, very easy recipe. Actually, all of the recipes have been very easy, but it's very systematic. So what we're going to do, we're going to make the crepes first, and we have 3 large eggs, which we're going to put into my blender Cuisinart, and we're going to do this all at once. So one-stop shop, we call it. 1.5 cups of milk, 1 cup of flour, a 1/4 cup of butter that has been melted, and we have a tablespoon of sugar, and we have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And what we're going to do is we are going to, where's the top? We're going to turn this on, and after this is blended, we're going to put it in the refrigerator and let it stay for 1 whole hour.
A few moments later.
So once that's nicely blended, then, as I said, we'll put it in the refrigerator. So let me just put this whole...
A few moments later.
So there we go. So that's one of the first parts. So once that is in the refrigerator, we're going to do another part, which is we're going to be making the Dulce de Leche. And it is a very, again, it's a very easy process. And let me tell you, it is going to be fantastic. 4 ounces of cream cheese and 13.5 ounces of Dulce de Leche. Okay, and you just blend these 2 ingredients with a blender, which I'm going to do. I bought the de Leche in miles because it's already made, and that's what the recipe asks for. Okay, so we're going to blend these 2 items. Here we go. And 2 minutes later.
A few moments later.
Okay, so what this filling is for the crepes that I'm going to be making. The crepes have been in the refrigerator for an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up this and get it all heated up. And I'm going to put a teaspoon of butter. And I'm going to go get those crepes that have been in the refrigerator for 1 hour.
A few moments later.
So continuing on with the next stage, you're cooking the crepes. And it's just a matter of melting butter. And we take 4. Let's just take 4 tablespoons of the batter. So we're going to cook the batter, and in order to round it up and level it, make it thinner into a true crepe, you just roll the pan. Just roll the pan and let it heat up, and we do about 20 seconds on each side. So we'll just leave that for 1 second. So 10 to 20 seconds, I think a medium heat, because it does get hot. No, that's not quite cooked enough, but we'll cook the other side. That's all right. We'll do another one. There's one thing that I learned from my mother is if it's not right and something breaks or it's not cooked correctly, she'd always say, "Don't cry over spilt milk, Fiona. Yep. You know, it will be right the next time, so no problem." Almost ready. Okay, so we can do that one. Put it on the platter, and then we'll leave it for a second, and then we'll put a little more butter just to coat the pan and to make it so those crepes do not stick. There we go. How about that? So that looks like it's ready to rock and roll. So we'll put 4 tablespoons of the batter, and then we start to roll the pan. It's a matter of rolling pretty much a circle if you can. No big deal if it's not a round circle. That looks like it's pretty nice and brown, that one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate each crepe with a piece of parchment paper that I've cut up nicely, prepared, being prepared. I am using a cast iron frying pan. That is the best way to cook crepes. Actually, a lot of things. I am eternally grateful to Colin Hassel, who has videoed, filmed, and developed these episodes of Cooking with Fiona. I am also very grateful to my son, Weston Hatfield, who is my social media poster and superb support. You know, without these 2 guys, hey, this wouldn't have happened. And we've had so many laughs, you just can't imagine. Some of you will ask, why Cooking with Fiona? I believe that cooking is part of that special room, the kitchen. And that's what I do professionally. I sell homes and have been for almost 37 years. 2023 episodes will be exciting with coming up with new recipes, a new show redesign, and filled with surprises and surprise guests. I look forward to seeing you next year, 2023, and I really want you to have a very Merry Christmas and a very happy and safe New Year, and look forward to seeing you in 2023 on Cooking with Fiona. So the third and the final step, again, is easy. It's systematic. So we get the crepes that have been cooked, and we put this filling, oh my God, that's made out of caramelized Dulce de Leche. And I put 3 tablespoons in there. And I swirl it around, and I fold them over, and then I fold them over again. So I'm going to get 3 of them. In the meantime, I'm going to melt a teaspoon of butter, and I'm going to sprinkle a couple of teaspoons of sugar in the skillet. And then I'm going to put those 3 crepes that have been folded and with the filling inside. And I'm going to put each crepe in there.
A few moments later.
Okay, so now we're ready. And we're going to put them in the butter and the sugar. And it's okay if some of the filling falls out. So we'll do it again. And we cook those crepes for about 20 seconds on one side. And they actually get a little bit, there we go. So I've come to the end of this making of crepes Dulce de Leche. And I'd like to present to you what it looks like at the end. So here we go. Here it is. Voila. This is the crepes that have been beautifully decorated, cooked and beautifully decorated with fresh fruit and whipped cream. Don't forget to call me, 534-9932, or text me on that number. If you have any questions about this recipe or any of the other recipes, or if you want to get on my mailing list for 2023, call me. That's great. I'd love to send you a whole menu and recipe list and the whole 9 yards. So look forward to hearing from you. And don't forget, have a very, very Merry Christmas and a happy and safe New Year. Woohoo!
Please call Fiona Hatfield on 534-9932 or email at fhatfield@brcl.bm.